I think it's so important that we embrace the fact that we all have different timelines. Even if you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, or time is running out and you're just looking at the next person and you just feel so behind, stop doing that. You have to understand that we are all on different timelines. Even if you're the same age as someone and you're comparing yourself, stop doing that. Your timeline is different than that person's timeline. It doesn't matter your age. You are meant to walk through certain doors. You are meant to work certain jobs. You're meant to meet different people when you are meant to, not when you want to. So it's easy to compare yourself, but you might not be ready to do that at that time. And that version of yourself, maybe right now or maybe down the line, like you might need to go through a few more trials, a few more mistakes. You might need to dig a little deeper within you to be able to walk through that door. Let's stop rushing. Let's stop comparing. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus on watering ourselves and bettering ourselves. I think it's important to note that like sometimes it might take you a little longer to figure things out. My mom always tells me, she's like, Nick, I became a nurse at 37, which, to us we're like, oh, I'm 25 and I'm like 37, like I don't want to be 37 and figure it out, but my mom did it and she did it well and she still looks good. It's so easy to really compare yourself and look at people like, oh my gosh, she has her dream job or he has his dream job and she's having kids and she's getting married, and like all your friends might be around the same age and you're kind of like feeling like, what am I doing? Like, what is my purpose? Why am I taking so long to figure it out? Sometimes higher callings take longer to get to them. And, it's easy to rush into things, but like, it doesn't mean it's gonna work out. Just because somebody got their dream job or they just got married and all these things, doesn't mean they're not gonna get divorced. Doesn't mean that they're not gonna lose their job. Anything can happen. But you wanna be able to root for them no matter what. Even if you don't know what's going on, always root for your friends. Always be happy for your friends, because one day that's gonna be you. You're gonna wanna feel loved. You're gonna wanna feel appreciated. You're gonna, like it's so easy to compare yourself. But I think it's important to embrace people and uplift them on their journeys, because even if you think people got to figure it out, they might look like they have it figured out, but they don't. Or they might have it figured out, but they're not happy. And maybe they made a mistake. And maybe they're like, I'm rushing into things. And they're having a midlife crisis too. You don't know. And just because you're on a different path doesn't mean you're not on the right path. The current version of yourself might not be ready to walk through that door. And I recently went to San Diego and I walked into this art store with my significant other. And I'm looking at this, it's like a statue of art. And I'm like, babe, look at this. Do you know what I see? And he's like, what do you see? I'm like, okay, so this figure is walking through a narrow path and there's trees everywhere all around him. And he has this big heart and he's carrying this heart through this extremely narrow path, but like he can't get through any further because his heart is so big. And sometimes there's things we might need to let go of. There's things we have to detach ourselves from. And we might be holding too much weight, too much hate. Hate is very heavy in the heart especially. And there might be certain things in our lives that like we have to let go of in order for us to be able to walk through that path. And when I explained that to him, he was like, wow, like I didn't see that. Like, but like I look into things deeply and I could see the art, I feel the art. It's funny because sometimes we'll be grateful that we didn't walk through those doors when we thought we wanted to, because that version of ourselves might have messed it up. We might have done something we didn't want to do, or it just would not have worked out the way we wanted it to work out. And that's why you need to have faith in God and faith in whatever you believe in that gives you blind faith. Blind faith, I don't mean like doing absolutely nothing and just trusting everything. No, you actively have to do things by having blind faith, but blind faith is kind of leaving this fear mentality of things not working out and doing the exact opposite. Letting go, going for whatever it is that you want, setting goals for yourself that align yourself with that future that you want, but we're patiently waiting, but we are actively doing something about it. And that blind faith is so important because we are not indulging of these emotions of fear and these emotions of, oh, like it's not gonna work out, or I have to have everything strategically planned for it to work out. No, we're not doing that. We are trusting, and that allows our emotions to be at rest. We are not anxious. We are freely flowing and trusting and doing everything we have to do to position ourselves for the life that we want. And I know sometimes it's hard to be able to picture something that you can't see, but if you feel it, if it's already in your heart, it's meant for you and it will align for you. When you feel like you don't know what to do, like you don't know what you want, you don't know what to do, pour into yourself. Pour into yourself. Don't not do anything. Don't just bed rot, work out, eat right, do whatever you gotta do to stay healthy. Keep your mind healthy, your body healthy, and your spirit healthy. These things will allow you to be in alignment with yourself and dig deep within you, and you will be able to access your desires, and you will feel more confident when you do these things. And more confidence will kind of counteract any type of self-doubt you have, so you can blindly go into things and just by trusting yourself, because when you are in tune with yourself, everything aligns for you. It's important to practice gratitude. I tell everybody this, and it's so simple, but like being so grateful for the life that you have, and for everything, the food you have on your table, a bed to sleep in, you know, like we're all in different circumstances, and without comparing and just being able to look around and be like, wow, like the other day I went to Trader Joe's and I got like 3 bags of groceries and I bought some flowers for myself. I was like, wow, I am so grateful that I can even buy 3 bags of groceries, of food to nourish my body, of fruits. And I'm like, wow, like this is a blessing right here. Like I'm grateful to even be able to do this. And I'm grateful to have a car. I'm grateful to have a place to stay, and a nice place to stay. So it's really nice when you can count your blessings and understand that feeling gratitude aligns you with that vibration of love, and that vibration of love and gratitude allows you to be in alignment with your desires. Because if you are free and you are happy and you are in true alignment, you are susceptible to things flowing easier to you because there's no blockages in your energy. If your energy is love, light, gratitude, there is no blockages in your energy from receiving gifts from the universe and gifts from God. And it's also important to reflect like how far you've come. It's so easy to look at yourself and be like, oh, like I don't feel like I'm doing enough, I don't know where I'm going, and self-doubt. But when you look back and realize like how far you have come, all the accomplishments you've made, and even no matter how small, like just being able to grow and keep growing. And sometimes we feel like we go backwards, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to take a few steps back in order to project ourselves forward, and that's normal. You know, because even I've done that. I've done that a lot recently, and I felt like I was failing, and I felt all these, you know, different emotions. But then I think back to certain decisions I could have made where I wouldn't have been in a good situation. I wouldn't have met certain people. I wouldn't feel so healthy and so free. Like, there's everything you go through is meant to project you to where you're supposed to be. I started doing this where it's create more than you consume, because I love to thrift, I love to buy stuff. And when I realized, like, no, I need to create, because it does something in your brain that allows you to express creativity, and it just rattles your brain in a different way that helps you think differently, feel differently, and it's like an exercise for your mind, just like something as simple as painting lines on something. Like, you are exercising your mind and your creative energy. Now, there are parts of yourself that you still have to tap into that will then allow this path to open up. There might be things that you have to heal from and things you have to let go, but that is all part of you being in alignment and following that path. And stop overwhelming yourself about figuring it out. Focus on feeling good first. Do things to make you feel good, longevity-wise, and then you will figure it out. And we know that self-worth not measured by the amount of money we have, or by the job we have, or by what we really do in this life, but our character and who we are, and what we embody, because this is something that cannot be bought. This is the true essence of who you are. And it's so important to note that and to not measure where you're at right now and have that mix into your confidence or your self-worth. We can't do that, because that's not true. Our character, our essence, our vibe, everything. So you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are in proper alignment with yourself. And if there's anything you could take from this video, is to know this and to embody this and to pour into yourself. If you don't know what to do, pour into yourself, spread love, and be grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Realigned, and have a beautiful, blessed day. You know the rest.